hello, everybody.
Well, hello.
Hey, y'all.
Always got to start with that. I hope everybody's
Yes.
doing good today. Fair, just give it a. This is why we do our 15-minute phone call because
Yeah.
we're gonna make sure we get people
Give people a chance to
rolling
get
in.
in and get settled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get your popcorn. Get your
Hey,
beer.
Sean.
Hey,
Good to
Sean.
see you. Always
Hey,
grateful.
son.
Already in chat. Thank you guys for coming.
Hey,
There comes
Mousy.
Mousy.
AC's here too.
And I just added a new poll in the community tab. If you
Yeah.
guys want to vote.
It's an important question.
Oh my goodness. How important is it? I
It's
have
so
to go
important.
look.
Well, I saw a little video the other day where a guy basically says you're an idiot if you say it is because it came out in July. And I was like, that's a good point. But also, Hocus Pocus was released in theaters in July, I believe. So that doesn't take away that it's a Halloween movie, but I still agree with what he said.
Oh, we're not gonna get on the topic of if Hocus Pocus is a Halloween movie or not because it's a Halloween movie.
Yeah, because I don't know. I think there's a difference between Christmas being used as a timeline and it being centered around Christmas.
Now you're trying to sway the poll. You can't do that.
Can't hurt to try.
Can't do
No
that. Can't do
swaying
that.
it to
Because I
no
think
swaying it.
I think Fish Nerd was the only one that went the other way. But we'll see.
I don't have an opinion.
But
How's
cool.
everybody's week going? We got what?
Hey, Charla.
6 more
Nice
days.
to see you.
Hey, Charlotte. Good to see you.
Yeah, where did December go?
Where did
Out the
this whole
door.
year go?
Out the
Yeah.
door.
I feel like the last couple months have just flown by.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's because it's the holidays and there's just so much going on or what, but it like we blinked and it's already the
I
19th.
know it's like already halfway through the school year. It's insane.
I think
Yep.
once you hit Thanksgiving, it's just like whoosh.
hmm
Mhm.
It just
Yeah.
goes.
And that's part of why I decorate early. Because
So you can
my
enjoy it.
whatever makes you feel better. Whatever makes
oh,
you feel better, Carly. If you
because
want to, if you want to decorate
my husband
Christmas
gives me
on
crap
Halloween.
about it. And he's like, no, because like there's people that say no after Thanksgiving. And it's like, well, it goes by so fast. If you wait too long, it's like I just put it up. Now I have to take it down. So
Yeah.
I like
It's
to
okay
enjoy
if
it.
you start decorating on November 1st. It's okay.
I did. Because like right after Halloween and the last trick or treater goes home, it's Christmas in my mind.
You just don't even care.
Do you have a
Don't
fake
even
tree,
decorate.
Carly?
I do.
Okay. That way you
We've
get to keep your tree
we
up longer.
yeah, because we've done the real tree, but I hated having to wait to put it up because if you do it too early, it dries up and it's not doesn't smell as good
Also
anymore.
and then the pines that fall off, like the neat, like that
Yeah,
fall
and those
off out in
hurt.
the vacuum though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really do.
Yep. As I love the smell of a fresh tree and the look of them, but I don't like waiting to put it up.
You can just get a spray to make it smell like a fresh tree.
That's what
Give
I
it-
said, and husband was like, "No way, that's artificial. It's not real." Which
Hey,
I get.
Sue.
Hey, Sue Elliott.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
And it's like I get it, but still, at least it gives the vibe.
Yeah.
And there's a few houses in my neighborhood that still have pumpkins on their porch, and I want to go to their
You don't
doors.
want to
Those
go
that's
smash
probably
them?
rotten in the bottom.
I just want to go to their house and say, "Do you want me to get rid of these for you, or what's going on?" I will gladly dispose of these for you. But
No,
I was
you're not
surprised.
gonna go smash them for them. Just go take a bat and smash them.
No, I don't
But
want
then
to
you'll be on
smash
ring.
them because then I have to clean up smashed pumpkin instead of disposing of whole pumpkins. And plus, if
Then
they're
you'll be on.
moldy and nasty, then there's just mold
Yeah,
in the
I'm
street.
telling
We
you,
don't.
at this point, you're going to pick up that pumpkin and the bottom's going to fall out.
Most
I don't even
likely,
know how
they
they're
will.
standing upright. You'd think they'd be shriveled to nothing.
It's true.
I could just see it. Carly on TikTok. There's a crazy woman going around the neighborhood and smashing pumpkins.
Well, a friend of
All the
mine,
Ring
her
cameras.
HOA will like cite you if you decorate too early and then
Oh
leave your
my god,
decorations up
Up
too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's so crazy. That's
Yeah.
why I could not do an HOA. Like I can't. I don't want someone dictating what I can and cannot do with my
Yep.
property.
Yeah.
Oh, Mousy had a long day.
Oh my
Well, it's
goodness,
almost
eating dinner
Friday.
late. Thank goodness. It's like I was just telling my coworkers, I was like, why does this week feel like it's been 2 weeks? Because it just feels like it's dragging for me.
The ducks and geese destroyed your pumpkins? Oh my
Oh
goodness.
no.
Next time, always grateful. Videotape it. Record it, I guess is what you would call
You
it
don't
these
want to mess
days.
with those geese.
Yeah, they're
Like,
mean.
do it
They
from the
are mean.
window or like your screen. Yeah, I doubt her dog, doubt her wiener dog will be any help. He'll probably be hiding behind her.
You gotta use your Ring camera and make noise and scare them off. Or
They're
just, I don't
still
know.
doing construction out there and it's dark.
That's never
They
made
got
sense because how can you do a good job if you have a hard time seeing?
I think they got the light on out there. I think they're probably trying to hurry up because it's like the weather. I think, oh, well, no, Christmas is next week. So they're probably wanting to get done.
Oh, the goose likes you, always grateful.
I've never seen a nice
Oh.
goose. That's interesting.
No. Excuse me.
They're mean little buggers
Yeah, they are.
and
Oh,
loud.
I'm sorry, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Allergic to those trash, like those scented trash bags. Oh.
Yeah, those choke me. I don't
Yeah,
like
I have
them.
a love-hate relationship with those. It's like I
Yeah.
like them, but they're so overpowering. Just
Yeah.
saying is here. Hey, just saying.
Party's
Long
here.
time no see.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
He only likes you as a food source. Well, I mean, at least that's
Well,
better than
yeah.
attacking you. Because they will attack you for no reason.
Lavender scented toilet paper.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Gremlin's interested.
Is that supposed to make your bum bum smell like lavender?
No, they put the
That's what I'm.
scent in the card paper roll. 'Cause
Oh, so
putting the
it
scent on the toilet paper is
like
not
releases it into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so you don't have reactions from the scent on the toilet paper.
Oh. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of lavender.
It can be
It's like
overpowering.
it's too perfumey. Gives me a headache.
Yeah.
I know they say it helps with sleep and stuff, but anytime I've smelled it on laundry or anything, it's just too perfumey.
Yeah.
I can find one that's not so bad, then I would consider it, but they're all perfumey.
Yeah.
Same with the
Oh,
trash
no.
bags.
So the construction earlier, like they were good and stuff because it's like right. Hey, Fishner, well, thank you for coming. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're feeling better. They just like would start going loud every time I would get into a call, like bang bang. Like, seriously.
Like, you don't have a life. You don't need to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Husband's sleeping right now.
You have a life to do. You can't sleep.
No. 48-year-old. Oh my goodness.
Taco
40?
TP.
That's a lot.
There's your taco TP, fish nerd.
One of my
Yeah,
friends
right.
said that she went to Taco Bell today and got tacos,
Hey.
and they put lettuce and sour cream in the taco, but no meat. I forgot the meat.
Just saying, don't we need to talk about Jersey? I mean, I've been kind of waiting to talk about Jersey and everything that went down there.
Did they cancel Vanderpump Rules officially?
No, well, They put it on hold basically, but it's coming back with a whole new cast.
Oh, interesting.
That just came out in the last week or so. That news. So,
Huh. See, I don't watch any of those, so I don't know who's who, but
and
I'm assuming the
Jersey,
fans are not that happy about it.
I I don't know what the fans are happy about with that one, but yeah,
Oh,
like just said they fired everyone but Lisa Vanderpump because it's her name.
That was my next question. Is she fired because she's
Yeah,
got the
no, she's
name?
the only one, and they're still doing it in her restaurants. But the rest of the cast, I mean, the stories were all played out, and
yeah.
they need to move on and get new people. Although when they tried to bring in new people the last time, it really didn't work all that well. So we'll see how it goes. Oh
They
yeah,
tried
I'm loving Beverly Hills.
doing that with what's that show? Laguna Beach back in the day,
Yeah,
and it was not good. And they
yeah,
got rid of everyone.
yeah.
That's why it didn't make it past another season.
And then I just saw something in the last few days saying that Jersey won't be back until at least 2025.
Oh
So
my God.
I don't know if they're going to do a whole new cast like they have done on a couple of other shows, like they're doing with Vanderpump, or what they're going to do with that one. But
They need to be. They
that one
need to
shot
focus on
itself
them
in the
girls.
foot. So
Yeah. I need to find a new reality show, I think, to watch when I'm not watching Sister Wives.
Oh, what's the
I
other
still
one?
love Below Deck. So
Yeah. And I've never seen The Housewives, so
Yeah, I've never watched The Housewives either.
I don't even know what it airs on for streaming wise, but I'm like, do I really want to get started?
Yeah.
yeah, and I think you'd have
Yeah.
to add a whole new streaming service. You'd have to have Peacock to see them.
Yeah, no.
I think I do have
got
Peacock, but they have Peacock and then Peacock Live, and it's all weird.
Yeah,
But too many streaming services.
yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. I
shall we
think
get
it's
on to our
good. It's been
topic?
15 minutes.
Yeah.
We made it
Got
this
every-
show.
we got more. We got more people in chat.
Yeah.
So tonight we are talking about drinking and driving and how you shouldn't be doing it. We're going to be talking about like the statistics and how and like what the causes and stuff, like what it does to you, like what alcohol really does to you to affect your driving.
Cass, are you also going to do kind of personal testimonies too, or no?
Personal, I was going to talk about like a few that have kept that's touched me throughout the years,
Okay.
and then also if anybody in chat, obviously, if they have any kind of experience, if they want to talk
Okay.
about their experience, that's up to them.
Okay.
Don't want no pressure. Hey Claire, good to see
Hey,
you.
Claire.
Hey, Claire.
We'll have to
So,
get our harmonization down next time Claire comes in.
yeah,
Hey,
all right.
Claire.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, it's actually just saying drinking and driving has enough.
Yeah. And we know this is not necessarily a fun topic, but it's
No.
kind of timely for the holidays. So
Yes.
you just barely missed it, Claire. You just barely missed the announcement. We are talking about drinking and driving and the statistics. We're going to go over some of the statistics. We're going to go over how alcohol affects you. And
Good to go. You jinx you, I guess is what we gotta start saying.
jinx you. Yes, we have a hard time like transitioning that.
And if you have experience you want to talk about, you can. No
Yeah.
pressure, but and then you have like the cost. We're going to talk about like the cost of this too.
Yeah.
Like you found the thing about the cost. And so we could start with like an overview. I'm gonna feel like a robot because I'm reading.
Okay, and you let me know if you want me to pull anything up.
Yeah, exactly. Because around the holidays, it's like people, you're with family, you're with friends, so you start drinking, and you're not really thinking, and you start doing things that have consequences, like drinking and driving, because
Yep.
there are consequences, not just for you, but for the other people that you get involved if there's an accident.
Yep.
So every day, about 37 people in the United States die in drunk driving crashes. That's one person every 39 minutes. In 2022, 13,524 people died in alcohol impaired driving and traffic deaths. These deaths are all preventable. That's the thing. 13,524 people died from a preventable death. It shouldn't have happened because someone shouldn't have been drinking and they shouldn't have been driving.
I think that's what makes me the most mad whenever I hear about it, is because
Exactly.
there's no excuse for it. Like in this day and
There's
age,
not.
there's well, I mean, I hear so many people that say, just call me, I'll pick you up. I don't care what time it is. There's Uber, there's taxis, there's walk home. I don't know. Someone be a DD. There's no excuse for it. And if you know you're going to drink, plan your ride home beforehand.
Yep. Or maybe if you're drinking at like a bar and there's a hotel nearby that you can walk to,
Yeah.
book a hotel. There's Uber, there's Lyft, there's
Or cut yourself off
yeah.
at a certain time and drink coffee or eat something. Sober up.
That's it.
And
That's
you
the
got to be
truth,
careful with
Stella.
that, because that may not affect your blood alcohol level the way that you think it will.
Yeah.
So you may feel better, but your blood alcohol level may not be under the DUI level. So that's one thing to be careful about.
Yeah, that's true too. It's usually always the innocent person that ends up harmed.
Okay. So the effects of blood alcohol concentration. Oh my goodness, am I even saying that right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Oh shit, I should have told you which one I was pulling up. My bad. The
Yeah.
first one I dropped. Sorry.
Well, they might not be in the same order. Is it the drunk driving statistics?
Yeah, the very first one that I posted, and the shoot. Let me
Yep.
toggle. Yeah. Shoot. Where did it go? Oh, went too far up. Yeah, the drunk driving, the NHTSA one.
Okay. Let me get that pulled up here.
So
You go ahead and we will catch up with you on the link.
I'm kind of like, because like the kind of how alcohol like affects driving ability kind of goes into like a long paragraph of it, but I'm just gonna skip to like the blood alcohol level. So like the blood alcohol concentration, BAC, 0.02, the typical effects: some loss of judgment, relaxation, slight body warmth, altered mood. Predictable effects on driving: decline in vision function, rapid tracking of a moving target, decline in ability to perform two tasks at the same time, divided attention. 0.05, exaggerated behavior, may have loss of small muscle control, focusing your eyes, impaired judgment, usually good feeling, lowered alertness, release of inhibition. Oh my goodness, I can't read. And then for driving, reduced coordination, reduced ability to track moving objects, difficulty steering Reduced response to emergency driving situations. I don't know if there's anyone, if we should read any of the comments, like Fishner. We have strict laws here too, but it seems the repeat offenders just don't care that they are driving without a license. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I've had people tell me that they have family members where they can't even, in order for them to be able to turn on their car, they have to breathe in a breathalyzer. Like, that's pretty bad.
yeah.
And I
Point
knew a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Keep going. Go ahead. Say it.
I was gonna say I didn't know this woman personally, but she was a friend of a friend, and she was a nurse coming home. I don't know what her hours were, but she was coming home late at night, and she was killed by wrong way driver, but he was going the wrong way because he was drunk, and that was, I think, his 6th or 7th offense.
Oh, wow.
And I'm thinking, how does he even have a license?
He probably
If that's-
doesn't, and it's still doing it. But that's the thing, is like, where is the justice really, as far as legally? Like, not a lot of them don't get that much
No.
prison time, even if they kill someone. Like, husband had an old coworker. He was drinking and driving and killed his family. Only got 6 years in prison,
Yeah.
and went on and did it again, and just
Mhm.
got a few years in prison. 1 second, sorry.
Yeah. And she had a husband and 3 kids, and the youngest one was a baby. It's like these kids lost their mother because of an idiot.
And my story
Yeah.
involves an offender who was a multiple repeat offender. Same thing.
Yeah,
Like,
you can. If you want to tell your story, if you're okay with telling them, that's what I'm
Oh.
saying. It'll be up to you.
we can do it later.
Okay. Hey, Cristola. Hey, Nikki.
Excuse me.
Supernatural crime with Nikki, I should say, because so we don't get with Nikki name.
Currently, we only have one Nikki.
Yeah.
I almost
Oh,
feel like they
wow.
keep doing it because they get away with it once or twice and they just feel emboldened. Like, I'm not going to get caught. Haven't
Yeah.
been before.
I can see it looks like a lot of people have experience. And that's the thing that's sad, is like, I'm pretty sure everyone has had
Doctor,
an
oh,
experience.
that's awful.
I know, that's what I
Oh
was
my
reading.
God.
He left the scene too. Yeah, because he's a doctor. He's going to lose his license, both
Mhm.
license.
Yep.
And then Fishner had a neighbor with one of those, the breathalyzer ones. Yeah, awesome. So the blood alcohol, so BAC for 0.08 the effects when your blood pressure, oh my goodness, when the blood alcohol concentration is this high. So yeah, muscle coordination becomes poor, so like balance, speech, vision, reaction time, and hearing, harder to detect danger, judgment, self-control, reasoning, and memory are impaired. The effects for driving: concentration, short-term memory loss, speed control, reduced information processing capability, signal detection, visual search, impaired perception. There's only 2 more. 0.10 to 0.10, I should say. Clear deterioration of reaction time and control, slurred speech, poor coordination, and slow thinking. For the effects for driving: reduced ability to maintain lane position and brake appropriately. And then the last one is 0.15. Far less muscle control than normal. Vomiting may occur unless this level is reached slowly or a person has developed a tolerance for alcohol. Major balance loss. For driving: substantially impairment in vehicle control, attention to driving task, and in necessary visual and auditory information processing. So yeah, those, and if it's in, that's as high as it goes. So I don't know how. I think that you're getting close to alcohol poisoning if you go any higher than that. I'm not sure because I'm not sure.
Mm.
Yeah, you're probably getting up there when you get
Yeah.
too far past all that.
So I
Yeah.
know, like in California, the legal limit is 0.08. Like that's anything at that or above that is
Yeah.
a no.
But even like you're pointing out here, even below that at 0.05, you have reduced coordination,
Mm.
reduced ability to track moving objects, which are
It
like
doesn't.
cars, have
Yeah.
difficulty steering.
And most people can't drive even when they're not drunk.
Yeah.
Sorry to say, but if you already have trouble driving when you're not even drinking, then maybe you shouldn't be drinking and driving. Maybe you shouldn't be driving at all.
Crystal,
So
and
what do
nothing
you?
happened. We just felt this was a topic we wanted to cover for a while.
Yeah, we've been talking about it, and we figured around this time of year it's good because it's the holidays and people start drinking with friends and family more. So it's just a discussion. If you have like experiences,
Been in your personal vehicle.
so yeah. So, and sorry if I missed anything in chat too.
Well, that's interesting. It's
Really?
0.04 with CDL.
Yeah.
Even in your personal vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I mean, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
So
It's
you,
like,
If you hear, I was gonna say, if you hear clapping in the background, it's the gremlin. Sorry.
oh,
he's remodeling. Are you
yeah,
moving on
because
to risk factors on this one?
What was that? I didn't hear you.
Are you going down on this page?
Yeah, I'm going down. I was kind of because we kind of already went over because the statistics kind of repeats itself. Well,
Okay.
here, so driving after drinking is deadly, yet it still continues to happen across the United States. If you drive while impaired, you could get arrested or worse, be involved in a traffic crash that causes serious injury or death. About 32% of all traffic crash fatalities in the United States involve drunk drivers, with a BAC of 0.08 or higher. And then we already discussed this. In 2022, there were 13,524 people killed in these preventable crashes. In fact, on average, over the 10-year period from 2013 to 2022, about 11,000 people died every year in drunk driving crashes. In every state, it's illegal to drive drunk, yet one person was killed in a drunk driving crash every 39 minutes in the United States in 2022. So it kind of, like I said, kind of goes over that. So, but we can talk about age, how we'll just go over age real quick. So, like car crashes are a leading cause of death for teens, and almost a third of young drivers killed in fatal crashes involved underage drinking. In 2022, 30% of young drivers 15 to 20 years old who were killed in crashes had had BACs of 0.01 or higher.
Where are you?
Like, I skip if you toggle or if you look at like drinking after. Oh my God, driving after drinking. The under the risk factors, if you click age, it toggles
Oh,
over to
okay.
like another.
Gotcha.
So I figured kind of just go over just the age for a second, and then is this? It does have the alcohol abuse and cost. Is this the same thing you got?
I have it
And
the
the
total, and then it has it broken down too.
okay. I'll leave that one. And we can go over consequences. I don't know if you want to read any. Hey, Bet, good to see you.
Back. Welcome.
I didn't know if there was any. I didn't want to keep going. Okay. Always many states and the NTSB are now advocating for the BAC to be lowered to zero. It's 0.05. Currently,
Yeah.
only Utah is at 0.05.
Yeah,
Since
I've
you
been
did
hearing that.
mention that, I'm gonna pause for a thing for a second and talk about because that is what this family in California are really pushing for because they in 2016 they lost their 15-month-old son to a, to someone driving hitting them while driving drunk. Hey, just Britt. Thank you
Hey,
for
Britt.
coming. Good to see you. He was his aunt was walking him in the stroller. They're walking across the crosswalk. I think at the time she was like 75 years old, going 40 miles an hour. And hits them, both of them. They he was pretty much killed. Like had no heartbeat. They got the heartbeat back, but he was declared brain dead. So the 15-month-old sadly passed. The aunt had to go through a lot of recovery, and then also the guilt of being the one that was walking him that day because she was actually only 15 at the time. So they've been fighting for the last 8 years to get to California to lower it to 0.05. And that's like one stories that affects me the most because he's not that much younger than my own son. So he should be my son's age right now. But he's not because
Mhm.
someone decided to drink and drive. And she ran too. She kept going. Luckily, some bystanders were able to like catch her like before she got away.
Uh,
But yeah, so it's just like that's the thing. That's just like one of the many stories that are out there of someone losing a family member, a loved one, because someone decided to do this. Yeah, that one like sticks with me all the time because it happened on Labor Day weekend. So a lot of people are drinking around that time too. So they actually have I don't know if we should drop, but they actually have like a foundation for him to help with awareness and to help with bringing the alcohol level down in California. Well, they want to do it around the United States too, but of course they want to start with California first.
yeah.
And let me go back to toggle, which that would be here, let me see if I can how to toggle out of here. I was thinking I would just drop it just because it
What are we toggling to? Do we lose you? Do we lose you?
that's why I said toggling. I don't like to toggle. Can you hear me?
Oh,
No, we'd
now we
lost
do.
you for a while. Yeah.
That's because I toggle. That's what I
Where
said,
did
guys. That's it.
where did we
Oh,
toggle to?
I was gonna go grab the link I put for the Liam's life one,
Okay.
so they can go. They tell their story. So if you want them to actually read their story,
Oh,
it's on this, and then also there's what they advocate for.
okay. There was,
Oh yeah, you
don't know
already
if it's
have it
on
pulled up.
here. You put it in. Let's see. Let me see if I can get it from here. Did they have a short? Is the short from their channel?
Oh no, that is from another family, which I put that because it was on the 17th. It was marked 3 years since
Okay.
that happened.
Well, I'm just going to do this. I will just
Oh,
copy it and we'll just go ugly for a minute.
but
Pardon our
yeah, so if
ugly.
you guys want to just
Pardon me
actually
showing you
read
behind
there.
the scenes. Where's the paste? There it is.
Yeah,
There we
Carly,
go.
because he was born in May of 2015, so he's not that much younger than both of our sons.
Yeah.
That's why it hit me, like, because since I'm in California, I heard about it, so it kind of just hit me, like, because I heard about it when it happened. So he was already like, he wasn't even 2 years old at the time. Grimman, I know I say his name all the time. He wasn't even two, and so it's like I was like, oh my goodness, it just really affected me, and it
Yeah.
still does, because even though it's like, because I still kind of go and check to see how they're doing. They had two other kids since, because that was their first
Mhm.
child. So they
Yeah.
did have two other kids since then, and they talk about him the to the younger ones. So like they're very, they advocate very hard for this.
Yeah.
So, but and then so I don't know if anyone else has anything to say before we keep going.
Let's keep moving.
Um, so the consequences, I'll just kind of read the consequences that they have on here. Driving a vehicle while impaired is a dangerous crime. Tough enforcement of drunk driving laws have been a major factor in reducing drunk driving deaths since the 1980s. Changes range from misdemeanors to felony offenses, and penalties for impaired driving can include driver's license revocation, fines, and jail time. It's also extremely expensive. A first-time offense can cost a driver, which I'll stop right there. So we'll go over that in
Why don't we
another
do it
one.
after you're done with this?
Yeah.
Okay.
And many states require offenders to install ignition interlock devices at the driver's own expense. An ignition interlock device is a breath test device connected to a vehicle's ignition. The vehicle cannot be operated unless the driver blows into the interlock and has a BAC below a preset low limit, usually .02. NHTSA strongly supports the expansion of ignition interlocks as a proven technology that keeps drunk drivers from getting behind the wheel. And then, so we'll go to the cost.
Okay. Now this is the an average for, let me go back to the right page here. This is the
Are
average
you okay
cost.
with taking over? Right? You're okay with taking over on this part, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
The average cost just for the first offense of a DUI, and this is for the state of Texas, so this is not for every state. You know, every state has its different laws and how they prosecute. But for the state of Texas, um, you could go upwards of $17,000 in fines and fees. As your
Oof.
first offense, the fine itself could be anywhere from $250 to $250 to $2,000. Your bail could be up to $1,000. Your court costs could be up to $500. Your attorney fees, if you use an attorney, could be on average $9,400. Your probation fees for 12 months would be up to $1,200. Your alcohol education course would run from $70 to $200. Your increased car insurance would be about $1,000, probably if you're
Wow.
lucky. Um, in this day and age, I'm sure probably more than that. Your car impound and towing fee is about $200, and your car storage fees for up to 5 days is $100. I don't think it's $100. I think it's probably $100 a day. Now, your
Oh wow.
ignition interlock device for 12 months is $1,400, and this doesn't include any restitution that the court may decide you are going to pay for, the damages that you've caused from your drunk driving.
Wow.
and that's a first offense. They go up from there.
Wow.
So
So Uber's a lot cheaper.
Uber is a
Yes.
lot cheaper. It's a question
And
that
it saves lives.
you want to ask yourself when you're making this decision. And granted, the better thing, and we'll get to that later, the better thing to do is not be making that decision when you're already got all that alcohol on board. It's better to have that decision pre-made so you're not having to do it at that point. But
Yeah.
you want to ask yourself, do I want to pay $17,000? Do I want to pay $50 for an Uber if I have to pay that
Yeah.
much?
Yeah.
So,
Like, no
Yeah.
question.
yeah.
And then, like we've been saying, it also possibly would save your life and other lives.
Or right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then, do you really? The other thing too is like, I know myself would feel terrible if I did something like that, knowing it
Yeah,
was
those
100%
costs
preventable.
don't even take into consideration if you have hurt anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we're getting into manslaughter and
Yeah.
vehicular homicide, and trust me, now you're sitting
Mm-hmm.
in jail.
Or if you end up in the hospital yourself,
Or
or
yeah.
killed yourself.
And then the other thing too is if you do kill somebody else, the surviving family or loved ones might come after you
Yep.
because for medical bills.
Yep.
So it's like it starts stacking up.
Yeah.
So you think that $30 to get an Uber or Lyft ride home is expensive.
And on
Think
New
again.
Year's, I think, depending on where you live, most areas have their cab services do offer a free ride service, I do believe.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's something to look into.
Yeah.
Like definitely,
Look into
if
that.
you plan on going out and drinking, definitely have plan. I'm not scolding you, chat, by the way.
Yeah.
We're
We're
just
starting
talking.
to sound like that, and we don't want to
Yeah,
sound like, but it is a serious thing, and
yeah,
we've all been affected. I won't say we all, including the chat, because I don't know, but it sounds like a lot of us have been affected by drunk driving. So it is
Mm-hmm.
important.
I have
Yeah.
never been involved in it, but I do have a family member that was the drunk driver, and that ended up killing her passenger. And
Mm.
so that alone, like I had family like reaching out because they were wanting us to give like they wanted family members to send like a letter to, because it was like her first offense and everything, to try to say this like isn't who she is. It's like understandable, but I didn't want no part in it, like, because to talk about how good of a person she is. It's like this like person, and the thing that's crazy is the passenger was actually another city's DA's son. So I really don't know how she got so little that she did. I guess she got lucky with COVID, because since COVID happened, everybody with less senses, like, were going
Yeah.
home they were going home on house arrest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then, so she got, I think she only got like 3 years.
Wow.
And then a lot of community service, but she was her friends did turn on her, like she was like, and she did say she felt bad, but I haven't talked to her personally since. But I just, I feel bad for the family. So it's like the other family is like, and then now she has to live the rest of her life with that guilt that she took her friend's life,
Yeah.
and possibly could have taken the other passengers. And I think her blood alcohol level was above legal, and she was supposed to be the designated driver. So they were all drinking. She's 21, they're all drinking, being idiot kids. Yes, I said it, idiot kids. But
Yeah.
like I said, this just happened a few years ago, like 2019, because it was right before COVID. It could have been prevented. Like there's, she could have called her dad. She could have done. They could have done Uber. They could have called other families. So that's something. It doesn't affect me as far as I was never involved in one, but having knowing that someone that has been the driver, it it is sad because it's like that family lost a son, lost brother, lost the grandson, lost because like he's gone. Like there's no that, and she's gonna have to live with that too.
70 to what, Cristola?
I don't know. I got mute for a second to yell at the person.
It should be as high as a funeral. Okay. Where do we go from here?
It's that it is a lot, so I wasn't sure how long we were wanting to go because it does have. I do have where each state
Okay.
has like their criminal status.
Okay, is that
What are
on
you gonna say?
this one?
On the
NCSL?
yeah. So I don't know. So
Yeah,
that's
go
like
for it.
I don't know if we should go over all of them. So we got Alabama. Do I have to go over the citation like gibberish?
No.
All right,
And I
so
wouldn't go
permit.
over every single state, just
I'll do Alabama since Crystal is in here.
yeah.
So first offense, second offense, and third offenses with 5 years are misdemeanors. Fourth or subsequent offenses within 5 years are class C felonies. I would do Arizona since Carly's from this. So first and second offense within 7 years are class 1 misdemeanors. Third or subsequent offense within 7 years is a class 4 felony. This is all gibberish to me. Like,
Well, it just shows how they charge
yeah,
is increasing in severity.
California. All offenses are misdemeanors. However, with a fourth or subsequent offense, the individual is designated as a habitual offender for 3 years. Habitual. Oh my god.
Habitual.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I wanted to say it like that, but like, does that count?
I heard it like that in my head.
Yeah, I did. Colorado. DUI and impaired offenses are misdemeanors. However, if the offense occurred after 3 or more prior convictions, the offense of DUI or DWAI, driving while ability impaired, is a class 4 felony.
By the way, that brings up a good point when we have the DWAI here is this isn't just alcohol, it's also recreational drugs, and it's also legal drugs that are prescribed to you that can impact your ability.
Yep.
You know, it's not measured the same way as blowing an 05 or blowing an 08, but if you're
Yeah.
deemed impaired from driving properly, then you can be charged as driving while impaired instead of intoxicated. So,
Yeah. Even with NyQuil.
yeah,
Don't
it's
Yeah.
not just
do it.
Colorado.
I
Yeah.
think if
Every
you,
state.
I think with NyQuil, you should not be driving at all, just
Stella,
because
why are
it
you
puts you to
yelling?
sleep. Cab lock, that probably. So,
Okay. You want to skip down to Florida, Georgia?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I didn't know if I should do Florida. First, so Florida, first and second offenses are misdemeanors. Third or subsequent offenses within 10 years is a third degree felony. Georgia. Now see you still in here.
They don't know.
First and second offenses within 10 years are misdemeanors. Third offenses is a high and aggravated misdemeanor. Fourth or subsequent offenses within 10 years are felonies. Oh, we
Okay.
even got. Keep
Why don't we
What
going.
about Nevada? Because of Las Vegas is a pretty.
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah, I was gonna go down to where it is. I was gonna go down to. There's Minnesota. So for Minnesota, fourth degree driving
Oh,
while what?
I was just looking at Charlotte's comment.
Oh no!
Right as school was getting out. Oh no. Oh, thank goodness no
Wow.
kids were hurt. That's the thing that's scary too,
Yeah, I thought hospitals weren't supposed to let you drive after something like that.
right?
That's crazy.
Well, I'm gonna get to you, Fish. I'll get to you. Don't worry. So we are in Minnesota. Fourth
Oh,
degree. What?
wait. I'm not caught up. Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Oh, and I'm going backwards.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. There you
I
are.
should do.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh
Fourth degree
wow!
driving while impaired. DWI. So first DWI charge is a misdemeanor. Third degree DWI. So DWI charge when one aggravated factor is present is a gross misdemeanor. Second degree DWI charge when two or more aggravating factors are present is a gross misdemeanor. First degree DWI charge is a felony when three or more qualified prior impaired driving incidents occurred in the previous 10 years or defendant has been previously convicted of an impaired driving or vehicular homicide felony. Determining aggravated factors. When determining the number of aggravating factors present for purpose of this
Stola, lay
chapter,
off the caps, please.
each qualified prior impaired driving incident within the 10 years immediately preceding the current offense is counted as a separate aggravating factor.
My goodness. All right. Why don't we check out Wisconsin? And
I was
then
gonna do
we'll
Mississippi.
move on. You want to do Mississippi?
Yeah,
Or
yeah. Oh, and we got
Oh,
So
thank goodness it's small.
yeah, first and second offenses are misdemeanors. Third and subsequent offenses are felonies. The fourth offense is an automatic felony carrying 2 to 10 years in prison. For a fourth conviction, it does not matter how many years have passed from previous convictions. Wow. All right.
Now we'll go to
So,
Wisconsin.
and then we'll go back up to because Carly wanted to do Nevada.
Yeah,
Oh,
mainly
I thought we
because
did Nevada.
No, we did. I did Minnesota for Nikki, and then did Mississippi, and then so here we go. We'll just do Nevada since it's on the way down. Then we'll do New Jersey and then Wisconsin. We should be good, right?
yeah.
Okay.
First offense. So this is Nevada. First offense and second offense within 7 years are misdemeanors. Third offense within 7 years is a Category B felony. Fourth and subsequent offenses following the felony conviction are also Category B felonies, regardless of time period between convictions. Oh, that is right. Always grateful. I'll go back up after too for that.
Oh, Louisiana. Let's get that
Yeah,
now.
yeah, because what she said, because that's where they were hit. All right, so we'll do. So we're at New Jersey.
Nope,
Drunk
I
drive.
already went up
What?
to Louisiana.
Okay, let me go up. Let me go up. Hold on.
Sorry, I
All
wasn't.
right,
I should have thought
no,
about New Jersey.
no. No. Okay, we'll just go back down because we gotta go back down to Wisconsin anyway. All right, so Louisiana. First and second offenses are misdemeanors. Third and subsequent offenses are felonies. That's it.
Okay, now we're going back to New Jersey.
We'll go to New Jersey. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm
I'm
ready.
not looking. Okay. Drunk driving is a traffic offense, not a criminal offense. Penalties and fines do increase as number of offenses increase.
BKB.
You
Now are
you
we
want
going
to
to
do?
Wisconsin?
I didn't know. I was about to say, should we do New Mexico for you?
For
No.
who?
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So yeah, let's go down to Wisconsin. Scroll,
Wisconsin.
scroll.
Oh
You
my!
don't want to do Texas, or do you want to go back up to Texas?
I
You want
don't.
to do
I
Texas?
can look at this if I ever need to.
Okay. Where is there we go? Oh my goodness, I think that's the longest one. Right there with Minnesota. All right. So here we go with Wisconsin. First offense results in a go ahead,
Forfeiture.
Grace. Thank you. Of 150 to 300 and a license suspension. Second and third offenses within 10 years are misdemeanors. Fourth offense in a lifetime is a Class H felony. Fifth and sixth offenses in a lifetime are Class G felonies. Seventh, eighth, and ninth offenses within a lifetime are Class F felonies. 10th and subsequent offenses in a lifetime are Class E felonies. I think after the 10th one, they need to be locked up. I'm
Seriously,
sorry.
they should
Yeah.
have their licenses just revoked, not
Revoked?
suspended.
Terminated.
No, permanently.
Yeah.
Wow. That's way too many
Oh, wait.
chances.
I forgot. This Brit's here too. Is she in Oregon or Washington? I
Oregon.
keep forgetting.
Oregon. Wait,
Can
what happened? Oh, I was on a chart. Okay, Oregon.
scroll back up to
What?
Oregon.
There we go.
Oregon. It's tiny. All right, so Oregon. First, second, and third offenses within 10 years are Class A misdemeanors. Fourth and subsequent offenses are Class C felonies.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So those are kind of, I guess we probably should maybe link this in the description. So that if people wanted to, which I can always do that too later.
If you want that, yeah, we'll
If
put
you
in
want to go,
we'll put it in the
that way if you
description
want to go.
later,
Yeah, if you want to go
so you
and
can
look
go
at
back and get
everything.
it.
Yeah. And since, Always Grateful did bring up Louisiana, the other one, the short that you were looking, or that was a YouTube short.
Uh-huh.
That one was, I was talking about the three, so it was like three siblings that passed away. They were driving, they had their mom and then their brother's girlfriend in the car with them. The oldest one, the 21-year-old or the 20-year-old daughter was driving. The mom was in the passenger and the other three in the back. We're driving home from a baseball game for the brother, the boy, and then we're hit head on, probably about going 90 miles plus. Hit head on. The driver, Lindy is her name, the 20-year-old, died instantly. Cameron, the one that was behind her, she was 15 at the time, getting about to turn 16. She was getting her license. She was in the process of getting her license.
I was the same age.
Yeah. So she ended up dying not too long at the hospital. and then the girlfriend, the brother's girlfriend, was in the middle. She was in critical condition, survived. And then the brother who was behind the passenger seat, which is Christopher, the mom was in the front seat. She was survived in critical condition, but he was the last one to pass out of the three.
Mm.
So, and they were in separate hospitals.
Mm.
So the oldest daughter, who is the one that advocates for this, and they go to the mom and her. 1 second, hold on.
Sounds like he's putting up a fence.
Yeah. Some kind of party over there.
I know.
Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to make music. So, yeah, so that's what they have a YouTube. They do have like a YouTube channel where she does talk about the story, and they just it was just been marked 3 years on December 17th.
Okay.
That's when it happened.
We
So
can
their
wait all of that.
their YouTube channel is Simmons 3, so SIMMONS 3.
Okay.
But yeah, so the oldest one, she's the one that like documents like the it's, why kid? 1 second again, sorry guys.
Diane who? I haven't heard about that one, no.
Mm-mm.
She was impaired and went the wrong way. Oh.
Oh,
Nope, haven't heard that one.
wow. Yeah, what always great. The driver which hit them was going the wrong way on the interstate at a high speed rate. So yeah, they were hit head on. He was driving. He died too. So he also had died. But I guess he he wasn't even wearing pants. He was so
Oh,
drunk. Yeah. Yeah, so she tells their story and follows them, but so it's like she also like kind of records because the mom goes to like hospitals, high schools, colleges, anywhere that would listen to tell their story to try to bring awareness. And I believe they also have like a foundation as well.
okay.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, she's the one that had to go and identify them because her dad was with her mom, who was in critical condition, not sure if she was even gonna survive herself. So
Mm.
she had to go and identify the two because they found out from Facebook that there was an accident. They were worried, couldn't get a hold of them, and then that's when it ended up being confirmed it was them. They knew that two people died. They knew one person died from the other vehicle, and then one person from their vehicle. So they weren't sure who it was at this time. So she thought she was going in to identify the driver, the one that was driving, but it ended up being the 15-year-old. So she was, because the 20-year-old was still in being extracted from the vehicle. It took like over an hour to get her out. So yeah, so she had to go and identify them. So, but yeah, it's like that's just really sad. So there's so many other stories, not just these stories. Like you guys have your own stories.
Does anybody want to share
Yeah.
a story? We'd be happy to drop the link and let you come up.
Yeah,
are you
that's
done
what she
with all
thought
of
it was.
your attachments, Cass?
Yeah, probably. So give them some time if they want to. I
Okay.
think,
Well, I have one more thing to share.
yeah, if you want to share anything.
Let me get
too,
back here real quick. I just, in terms of ways to avoid getting to that point of, do you do you get in the car and get behind the wheel or not? Your best your best plan of action is to plan ahead. If you know you're going to go out drinking or go somewhere where you might be partying a little bit, plan ahead. Designate a
Yeah.
driver if you're going to be with a group. Designate a driver, or if you're going to be alone or in a group, get a ride share if you can.
Yeah.
Planning ahead takes that decision away from you, so you know you have a sober ride and you don't need to make the decision of, do I get behind the wheel or do I not? If you
Mm-hmm.
get to that point and you didn't plan ahead and you're faced with getting behind the wheel or not, call someone.
Mm-hmm.
It's better to inconvenience a friend or family member than to risk hurting yourself or somebody else, let alone all those costs we talked about.
Yeah.
And the effect
And if it
you
comes
could
down
cause.
to it, if you're in a safe place, stay put until it's safe for you to drive. And like
Mm-hmm.
Carly talked about, drinking and eating, drinking coffee and eating, that doesn't sober you up as fast as you think it does. So stay longer than you think that you need to.
Yeah.
But really, the best plan of action is to plan ahead.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
don't
just
drink and
don't drink
drive.
and drive. That's the
Period.
best thing, is don't drink and drive. And on big holidays, especially like New Year's, look, I know in my towns, or even where I grew up wasn't a great big town, there was always like the taxi service did free sober rides for people who were stuck and needed to go somewhere. I've used them before,
Yeah.
although I'm pretty sure the taxi driver was drunker than we were.
Yeah.
I only
That's
say
why
that
I was
because we ran
curious.
over a curb, but
That's why I was curious about Nevada, because I've been in Vegas for New Year's and it was just crazy.
yeah, I don't get on the roads on New Year's. I'm like, I'll stay
Yeah.
home. I don't need to party.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. I
And I
haven't
say
gone
that
out. I
because,
think that was the last time I went out anywhere for New Year's. Ever
yeah,
since then, I've stayed
because
home or just
my accident didn't happen on New Year's, but I always say a drunk took a swipe at me once, and I'm not going to make myself open game for him again.
right.
So
Exactly, fish nerd. Oh, that's really good.
that's a good thing, Charlotte.
Yeah.
You're such a
Yep.
good person.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, I'll share my story if nobody else wants to come up and share theirs. Do I need to
Mm-hmm.
should I drop a link anyway, or just
If you want to.
Yeah, if anyone
let's do
wants to
that?
come up and tell their story. And then
Do,
I like
do,
fish nerd.
do.
That's exactly it too. That's why I drink at home. Like with my husband, and usually he like one of us are making sure we're more alert. So we have the gremlin,
Yeah.
and I don't really drink much anymore. Like I never really was a drinker, and I can't remember the last time I had a drink. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
good.
I was 15 years old. It was a Sunday. And I know it was a Sunday for two reasons. One, we were coming home from my dad's house. We had stayed at my dad's house for the weekend. And two, that Monday, we were in our driver's ed class. We were supposed to take our written test to get our learner's permit so we could start driving. I didn't get to do that, though, thanks to this drunk driver. Oh, okay. We'll get you in a minute, Christola. So we were coming home from my dad's house, and my brother had to stop at his friend's, which was the only reason we were in this area that we were in when the accident happened. But the area is, it takes you from the lower part of, it's called the river bottom area of the town where it was. And so it's lower, and we were on the part on the road that gets you out of that area, and so we're going uphill. We're going up around this bend where it's kind of a blind bend. You can't see what's coming around. And all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, this car comes at us at a high rate of speed, but it's spinning out of control, and it's coming at us broadside to our head on. And it hits us head on. Well, it's not really head on. It hit us as like we broadsided it. Now I'm going to ask Fish Nerd if he's still here. Fish Nerd, are you a car guy at all? Not car guy at all? And if you are, what do you know about old trucks like the 54 Chevy era kind of trucks. What do you know about those that are different from trucks today and cars today? He's a mechanic. Because that thing hit us. Yeah, my brother had a 54 Chevy pickup. That's what we were in. The other driver was in a Datsun mini truck. And he's lucky he got hit broadsided, because otherwise I don't think he'd be alive.
Mm.
And there's only one reason we were alive. Charlotte got it. They're solid. They were made like tanks. They were hunks of metal. And that's the only reason we got out of it with the way we did. My brother wasn't injured at all. But I don't know. Well, my side took the brunt of it. When I had some injuries to my shoulder, and my scapula was broken. And I had some lacerations. But yeah, big heavy steel. They were just hunks of metal. If we were in a smaller car like my mom's car, we would have been toast. But luckily we were in that, and those cars didn't have seatbelts either. But luckily we survived. Oh, I told you we would get you in a minute, Crystal. You got to hang on just a sec. So my brother pushes, basically the car starts rolling backwards and it's about to go off a kind of a cliff thing. And my brother pushes me out of the car. He gets out of the car. The car ends up not going backwards down that hill, but we get out of the car. The ambulance gets there. The firefighters get there. They take me to they've already got the guy in the back of the ambulance. They take me to the front to kind of check over everything and do what have you. And I can hear him in the back of the ambulance talking away. And the firefighter or the paramedic dealing with me tells me that both of his jaws are shattered. He's so drunk, he's chattering away. He doesn't feel a thing.
Wow.
He doesn't feel a thing. But this guy, turns out it was his like 5th offense.
Wow.
And he's basically gotten slapped on the wrist. And this was back in 1982. Ooh, I just gave myself away. Yeah, back in 1982.
We're all doing math in our head. It's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. I've always told you how old I am.
Yeah.
But that was before they started to really get tight on some of these drunk driving things and multiple offenses. And this was in California, by the way. So word gets back to, the town wasn't real big. Word gets back to my mother that there's been an accident. She gets to the scene of the accident. By this time, I'm already gone to the hospital. My brother's already gone in his friend's car to go get my mother. She passed out when she saw the car because she thought there was no way we'd survived.
Mm.
But
no, she saw the car report.
Somebody my brother's friend's mother was there who told her, "Don't worry, they're good. Everybody's okay." But that's my story. I got lucky because Chevy made big hunks of steel.
And your brother kicked you out of the car.
And my brother kicked me out of the car. Oh, thanks. I'm still 29. I wish I looked like that.
That's like, I was gonna say, that's like really fast thinking for your brother. So he was probably
really
what, not?
was.
Was he older or younger? I can't remember. Your brother, is he older or younger than you?
He's 2 years older than me.
That's what I'm saying. So that means he was only like 17-ish around that time. To be able to think like that at such a, he's coming to adulthood, but still to think that fast, to think, oh, we're going down. Get her out, get me out, and then that was quick thinking.
Yeah, and what I remember. Excuse me, as I was looking in my purse, and I heard my brother say, "Oh shit," and that's all I remember until I blacked out until he starts. The next thing I remember is him pushing me and screaming at me to get out of the car. I don't remember the impact. I don't remember anything in between those two things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
All righty.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
But this goes to show that even when you're not impaired, that accidents are happening,
Yeah.
and accidents kill regardless.
Yep, they sure do. All right, let's get Christola up here. Hey, Christola, you're muted. Oh, do I have to do that?
Hi. Hi. I'm sorry about that.
You're
This,
good.
Trying.
Hey,
this just
Crystal.
got me thinking about it.
Oh,
Mm.
I don't know. Are you gonna be
Okay.
okay?
Yeah. Um, my husband's best friend, and y'all know that I've been with my husband for 20 years. Actually, going on about 23 years we've been together. His best friend. Okay, I'm gonna do this. The only one of the reasons. Oh God, I'm gonna do this. Okay. Okay. Well,
Take your time.
he started to become one of my best friends too, but that has nothing to do with it. We became I became friends with him, and he's been friends with my husband since he was 12 years old. And then one morning we got woke up with that he died. And his son, okay, what happened was they were going, like, they lived about half a mile from a store, right? A country store. And they went across the highway on a four-wheeler. And a truck hit them, and it threw the baby off. Like, he was 3 years old.
mm,
No.
Like, they found his crock half a mile away. That's how hard they got hit.
oh,
Oh my goodness.
It killed him on impact.
oh.
Oh,
And that baby, the ambulance showed up so fast. They showed up so fast. Yo, that baby was dead. He
Mm.
was 2 years old. They brought him back to life, and he's still alive today.
wow.
So sorry.
Here's the
That's
thing:
okay.
the person that hit him was not the person that was drinking. MJ was the person that was driving the four-wheeler, his own daddy. He's the one that was drinking. So
Oh,
even on country roads, even when you think there is nobody coming, it happens. It happens. That baby could have died. I mean, he did die, actually, clinically.
Mm.
and that's so sad.
He
And
literally had a baby. He had a baby 3 months before that. He left the baby. So even if it's not just getting in a vehicle, it's getting on anything.
Yeah,
yeah, motorcycles, bike.
boats.
Yeah.
It's get on anything. You don't you I'm telling you, I myself have thought, look, hey, look, I could do it, you know? No, you can't. No, you can't. You think you're able to do it, but you're not. Your reaction time is not okay. Your reaction time will never, ever be the same as if before you took the first drink.
Yep.
And it's not just the first drink, it's anything. It's anything. It's any kind of pill you take, even if it's prescribed. Okay? It's
Yep.
that baby. I watched him grow up. And it is a miracle from God that he is okay. It is insane how many people don't understand this type of thing. Like, they don't understand. First of all, it shakes people around you. It's not
Yep.
just you. People are selfish. Like, they're selfish and they think, well, I'll do whatever I want to do, you know? No, it's not just about you.
Yeah, that's
They don't
what, yeah,
understand the gravitation that it has on people around them.
Yeah.
I think they're invincible.
yep.
Yep.
They do. They really, really do. They think they're 10 foot tall and bulletproof.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not. You're not. One little slip. First of all, I criticize my friend for letting her son go on the four-wheeler even half a mile away, you know? I was like, why would you let him do that? Why, you know, why? And she's like, well, it's normal. It's normal. It's normal.
Yeah, it's just something that they've always done. It seems.
Well, guess what? Guess
It takes
what?
one time.
Exactly. It only takes one time.
Yep.
And that's what's grown my anxiety. That's what is part of my anxiety. I don't know about that, about you, Cass, but that's what's grown my anxiety is watching shit happen. I'm sorry. I did not mean to say that word. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right.
Watching stuff happen
Mhm.
over and over again to other people. And it's like, well, it's like, who's to say it's not going to happen to us, you know? And then it's like, then it turns into, well, let's try to prevent it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, that's where one of my anxieties came from. And it happened a long time ago. It was 2011. Long time ago. And that boy, he has grown up. Thank God. And I thank God every day that boy is okay.
It's sad because he had to grow up without his dad.
What?
Be-
Sorry?
I said it's sad because he had to grow up without his dad as well, since his dad made that choice to do that.
Well, his mama talks to him about his daddy all the time.
Yeah, that's good.
Like, she's always telling him about his daddy. He looks exactly like him. I had dreams for like 2 years about his daddy, and I wasn't even his friend. My Bojo was. So I'm sitting here going, you know, I don't know. It was nothing ever happened to the other dude. The other dude was drinking too, by the way. Came out later. The initial reports was that the truck that hit him, he wasn't drinking, but only MJ was. Later, it was reported that he was too. So we can drink all we want, but here's the thing: don't ever, ever underestimate what it's done to you. You
Yep.
can be confident. Be confident all you want, but don't be confident in that.
No.
That's something that you can never be confident in because, look, you can think you do. It's just, I don't care what kind of, like, we're prescribed drugs and all of a sudden we feel better. Okay, you feel better, but guess what? You feel better, but that does not mean you can go to the Olympics.
No.
You see what
No.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because it makes you, it's the same thing. I don't know if that's coming out right.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
coming out right. I understand completely.
It's just, I just really feel bad for my husband.
Yeah, because there's a childhood friend.
Hell yeah.
Very unfair.
Yeah,
Yep.
that could have been preventable.
No, yeah, it was very impreventable. Very.
Very
There's a lot more
unpreventable.
to this too, but no. All I was saying was there was like a pond right beside their driveway. So I don't think it was his fault, is what I'm saying. In other words, you know,
Yeah.
literally right beside his driveway. I don't know. I don't know. I just think that you should not get on anything that you should be. What is the word, Grace? What is the word?
I don't
Any,
know what word you're looking for, but
anything like motor vehicle.
that requires your complete.
Yeah, motor. You're freaking. I don't think you should be doing anything like that.
No.
Whether you're on,
Cars, boats.
whether you're on medicine, any kind of medicine, heavy
Well, not.
machinery. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
I don't think you should use any kind of machinery.
It's not any kind of medicine, though. It's medicine that impairs your functioning.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, my big old dog came in here. Grace, sorry. You remember my big old dog? I'm sorry. He will not leave me alone.
Oh, it's because he loves
You're
you.
not, do you not hear him?
Oh, I just heard that.
Yeah. It keeps chewing on my arm. Anyway, that was a horrible memory, and I don't think I'll ever forget it. And it had to do with a couple of people,
Mm.
Yeah.
Driving.
Well, thank you for sharing with us. It
I'm
wasn't easy.
sorry. I
And
feel
that's
like I
why
made
we're
a
doing the
fool
topic.
of myself.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
It was just hard. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. That's why we're covering this, because this stuff happens.
And it's important to hear what really happens.
Yeah.
We don't want to sugarcoat it.
Well, I did sugarcoat it when it came to the kid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, understandable.
But we don't want to sugarcoat the feelings that we have, the people who are left behind. We don't want
Yeah.
to sugarcoat our feelings.
Yeah. Or sugarcoat the consequences and
Yeah.
all that. It's not a game.
Okay, well, can I tell you what what his wife did during the funeral?
If you think it's appropriate.
Yeah.
Well, we literally had to carry her out
Mm,
of the funeral home.
sad.
She was shaking so hard that I couldn't even contain her legs.
Oh, goodness.
That's so sad.
It's I saw this firsthand, and it's I don't know how to explain it.
It's okay.
I don't know how to explain it because she was. They gave her. They gave her sedatives,
Yeah.
and she still couldn't.
Yeah.
I look at her, I'm like, wow, what would happen if I lost,
Yeah.
one of ours, like that's
Yeah, it's very scary to think. It is very scary to think about.
and then on top of it, it's like, what if it happened like that? What would we do? There's nothing we could do about it except for go to court.
Yeah.
Go to court and watch them get off on it most of the time.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, it's sad. There are consequences. It can become excessive, but I don't feel there's enough consequences for repeated
Yeah.
offenders.
There should be.
Yes,
Well,
there
Should
should
be.
be.
here's the thing. If something happens like that, it should be first time. Boom. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And if they can prove they improve themselves, that's the only thing. But yeah, I agree though. First time, should get more than a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I agree with you. Like, sometimes it's just an accident, and sometimes somebody blows maybe, 0.0008.1 or some crap,
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't like. And another thing, I think that the people around them should be held accountable. If they're sitting here going, yeah, you're good, I think they should be held accountable at some point.
Well, I think that in some states they do hold, like, for example, bartenders who overserve, they
Yep.
go after them.
Yeah.
If they're not paying attention and
If-
still keep, like they're serving knowing that they shouldn't be.
Yep.
What happens when you just drink alone, though?
Well, then ultimately you're the one who's the most responsible.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, why would you? That's what I'm saying. Like if you drink alone and you go drinking and driving, why would they come after your family? If they don't know anything about it, or what I'm saying is the law is so blurred about this.
Yeah.
And I think that the law should be defined even with like ODs. I think every bit of it should be defined. And like with I don't want to go off on a different subject.
No, we don't, and we don't really have time for that.
Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy.
That's wow. Blew a fat. Wow.
How is he still alive?
Oh, that's a
Those
good
are-
question.
Those are people who have been drinking a long time.
I say they probably have a really high tolerance.
Golly.
Yeah,
I
for
start feeling it. I'm what they call a big lightweight.
Yeah.
So
yeah, me too.
the way I would no, I could never.
Yeah.
Wait,
I've
have
been
y'all ever
drinking
had
too much.
y'all's have y'all ever done that?
Mm-mm.
No.
The blood, like to blow, like to figure out what your blood alcohol, like
Yeah.
the BAC. No.
Mm.
I just feel like one drink is enough for me.
Career alcoholic.
Wow.
That sounds right.
I
Yeah,
mean, there are people
Wow.
who can drink like, a gallon of vodka a day and still function.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Okay.
because they
Yeah.
have, the sloppy alcoholics and then what they call functioning alcoholic, or
Yeah.
it just doesn't bother them.
Not that we advocate any of that.
No.
No.
We're here to
No.
say,
We are
Yes.
occasional.
And
We are occasional drinkers, if anything here.
yeah.
no problem. Just we're still here.
Yeah.
Always have half
point.
glass, half glass of wine.
Have
I'm
a
out.
gallon of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been thinking, Grace, about drinking wine instead of beer. What do you think?
I think whatever you do, do it responsibly.
Do you think I've been doing it responsibly?
I'm not in your presence, so I can't say.
Girl,
Yeah.
we have been very responsible.
All right then.
Well, that's good, Fishner.
So,
You admitted
Yeah.
that you're responsible.
Yeah.
And do it at home.
Yeah.
And don't go anywhere.
Yeah. If
I
you want to,
don't go any damn where.
I
Girl,
don't
you know
either.
me. You know me. I'm not going anywhere.
yeah. If you're gonna get blitzed, then do it at home where you're not gonna put yourself at risk or anybody else.
Right.
But please don't do that all the time because we love you and your livers.
Yeah.
Well, y'all know me. I'm not actually. I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. I swear to God.
Yep.
It's just the only thing that brought me up here, honestly, was because of him.
Yeah. Yeah. You came up to tell your story, and nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Because he was just like a friend. That's still he was part of your life. That's part of your story.
I'm probably gonna start dreaming about him again.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
I've had a lot of loss. That was very sudden, you know.
Yeah.
What? So 2 plus 2 plus 2.
And it was like the baby, the little kid part that really. But he is grown and he graduated high school. Grace, I'm gonna send you a picture of him.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Mhm.
He lived through that. He died and they brought him back twice.
Oh. See, he was meant to live a really good life.
Yeah, he was. Fish nerd.
Does anyone else have any stories they want to tell, or is it time to start wrapping it up?
I think it's time to start wrapping it up.
Yeah. Don't want to
Get
keep
the gremlin in bath.
longer, but it's really appreciate you guys. It's not a very
Yeah.
fun topic. Thought it was important, especially, I mean, it's important all year, but this time of year, it's
It
extra
happens more.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
to it, just to remind, we think you all are responsible, but just still, it's keep it out
Yeah, thank
there.
you for.
And hey, if somebody calls you and needs a ride, be a real friend.
Yep.
Don't make them make that choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It may suck to get out of bed if you're already in bed, but
Yeah. But yeah, and thank you guys
Well,
for the story.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you're already in bed, it might suck to get out of bed to go help your friend, but it might suck even worse to go get out of bed to go to their wake or their funeral.
yep.
Or
That's
so-
the truth.
or anything like that.
Oh yeah, Charlie, you said you think she had a driver when she left the hospital, but went to go get cigarettes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Always grateful.
Yes, thank you, Steve.
Wait, what?
Yes, we do thank you for being here and sticking it out with us. We know, we usually hear about fun and having a laugh and cutting up, and we're glad that you stuck it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all.
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's not your fault. It's the whole
No.
conversation.
Yeah, that was the whole conversation. Thank you for coming
Yeah.
up and sharing your
We
story.
kind of snuck this one in on you.
Wow.
It's pretty important.
It is
Yeah,
important.
it is. Yeah,
And
and
if you
there's
have conversations that you think that we should have, you'd let us know.
yep.
Can I say
Just like the food
something?
stuff.
Can I say something?
Sure.
We're not up here, obviously, we're not up here saying, don't take your medicine, don't, if you need it, don't drink if you want to occasionally, We're saying, don't get out in a car.
Yeah, we're saying be responsible.
If
Yes, be
if the
responsible.
if your medication says don't take this and operate heavy machinery,
That's a
don't
car.
do it.
A car is heavy machinery.
Yeah.
And if you are drinking alcohol, that should go without saying.
Yep.
Do not operate anything. And I
Thank you.
mean anything. Most of the times, Twitter. Don't operate Twitter even.
Goodness. I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
But you
All
shouldn't
right.
operate YouTube either.
I think we have that link that Always Grateful
Yep,
just posted. I
YouTube.
think that's another one. That's the people who lost the 3 kids, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll post that one in the description as well.
I don't think that people understand how many people are lost every year because of alcohol.
No, not until it happens to them do people really understand how proliferate
Listen,
prolific.
everything is cool and everything is good as long as it's just you drinking, right? But as soon as it turns into you drinking and you getting behind the car, or like there are so many things that can happen. The butterfly effect. It's just bam. It's not just that. People lose their lives from people who were killed in a car crash
Yep.
from
Yeah.
alcohol.
Yep.
It is a butterfly effect. They start just
Yeah.
it's just like anything. It's just like cancer. It's like a cancer.
So
Yeah, it's
wrap
a
us
whole
up,
nother topic.
Priscilla.
Okay,
Hilarious.
to wrap it up is it is not it's not a luxury. It's not a good thing. Alcohol. It's not. Drink it on occasion if you want to. Good. Get out there and do that. But once it becomes a thing that I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. My
Yeah, thank you.
my new puppy is pulling on my arm. I'm sorry. He literally, Grace, tell him.
She has
You gotta stop.
so many dogs. She has a new puppy.
You gotta stop, dude. Sit down. Anyway, it's not fun anymore. And all it's gonna do is bring everybody around you and everybody that loves you all it's gonna do is make them look at you and make you look at. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. Once you get in that car, you are taken off into the wrong destination and you are going to, you're done. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
And with that, I think we're done.
Yeah, thank you for everyone for joining. Hit like, subscribe, comment, share, and have a good night. We'll be back. We will not be back next week.
Yep.
Mm,
Thank you,
Correct.
Priscilla, for coming up and
Love
sharing.
y'all.
Yep, so keep an eye out for the next time we'll be back.
I'm
All
sorry,
right.
y'all. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay. We just got to go. All righty. We're going to end this stream and we will see you possibly next week for game night on the 26th, but not positive about that. So just keep your eye out on when our next stream is going to be. And with that, a good night. And we'll see you around. We'll see you definitely tomorrow night in Claire's. All righty.
Yeah.
Good night.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Batman. I'm Batman. I'll be Batman.